So yeah, guitar, cold one, and I'm just going to talk a bit about Charlie Veitch, or Charles Veitch. That needs a top up. But yeah, it's, I don't know, just my view anyway, so it's Lucky Man by the Verve. So yeah, Charlie Veitch, or Charles Veitch, or Charlie Veitch, is it, or something? I don't actually subscribe to his channel, but I watch his videos. Some videos I'm just, it's my opinion, so Charlie, if you're watching, he does waffle on about a load of rubbish, a load of crap sometimes on his videos, and he'll show a thumbnail, say a video will be about 20-25 minutes long, and he'll show a thumbnail of something like or some, you know, some interaction, and he'll have some title like I don't know, something or other to make you think, whoa. And then you'll start watching the video and it's a load of crap at the beginning, boring, he's wandering on Manchester and all that. So what I do, I just, you know, flick along and to get to the actual action. You know, it really, the videos, some of the videos he made could be just, say, a few minutes long, but it's a load of crap, a load of and he waffles on and stuff like that. And then you get to the actual, you see the thumbnail and this and that. But his latest videos, I tell you what, he's treading on thin ice. He's got the he's sort of, and he keeps saying in his videos, oh, this is something or other, and he gets confronted. This is how I make my living, this is how I put food on the plate, and this is how I feed my kids and stuff like that. But I tell you what, how the hell he wasn't, in his last video, and how the hell he wasn't killed or seriously injured. It was an absolute miracle. Some of these, he didn't confront them really, but these hoodies, and they had masks on. I don't really know how many of them there were. I think he said 8 altogether. And that's what he does. Anything police interaction, which is perfectly legal, but he does tend to wind people up. You know, you can film the police, you can film the police doing their job in a public place and stuff like that. You know, but he shouts things. That's what I don't like about him. His videos, you know, there's no need. He shouts, squealing like, you know, and you know, you can film a reaction that you get to if you're filming someone, but he tends to try and wind people up. This is just my opinion. A lot of people like him. I like him. I like some of his videos, not all of his videos, but like I say, but I don't subscribe to him. But I just type in Charlie Veitch, see what he's been up to and stuff like that. And as I say, he does tend to he's putting longish videos on, and it's boring really. I'm not into it, you know, wandering around Manchester and stuff. That's what he tends to do. He does go to other places. And anyway, to cut to the chase, these lads had been stopped by undercover police, and they were talking to them and all that. And then Charlie arrived, and he's there, oh, feral, he's calling them, and this and that. And they got masks on and hoods and stuff like that, and they look a bit dodgy, shall we say. And he shouts things, and he's winding them up and all that. And you can see them getting, and they confronting him, and calls, oh, big little boy, I'm 6'5", I think he's a big lad. Oh, what are you going to do, little boy? And he tends to wind people up. Okay, for his content, you know, he's going to get views. He does get views. He gets a lot of views. But is it worth it? Is it worth risking your life? How the hell he wasn't stabbed? In his last video, they come up the escalator and stuff like that, and they're picking up chairs and trying to smash chairs over his head and stuff like that. And he said he's defending himself. They smashed the camera out of his hand, and I'm not sure what camera he had, whether it was a phone or a camera. But they were really... It was an absolute miracle that one of them, if not two of them or three or all of them, didn't have knives. He's at risk of being stabbed. He's at risk of being killed just for the sake of a YouTube video. It's absolutely amazing. And they knew him. They said that, because he does, a lot of people know him, because he does this type of stuff, and of course at your face, and he actually says to people, I'm Charlie Veitch and stuff like that. But these lads knew him. They said something about TikTok. I don't think they mentioned YouTube. They may have done. But they said, oh, you're the guy that puts out these videos. Oh, don't film me. Oh, I'm in public and this, and live with it and something. And he tends to wind them up. But this last video, and his last few videos really, there's aggression and there's hatred and stuff like that. But this, he's absolutely... I was quite amazed that he wasn't stabbed. But they were picking up stools and chairs and things. I think he was in a shopping centre in Manchester, and trying to smash it over his head. But they smashed the camera out of his hand and stuff like that. And I was just flicking through the comments, and they were saying he needs to put on a stab-proof vest and things like that. His face and what he does, and it's like, is it worth it? Putting your life, he is literally, I think he's putting his life in danger if he goes out with his camera and he's that. And will they be waiting for him? Will they go to, they'll watch his videos, they'll know he's around certain, what do they call it? He calls it something, there's a tram, Piccadilly or something, is it? Piccadilly or something, he calls it something, the street. They'll know he frequents that place. Will they be waiting in the shadows for him and put a knife in his back? Is just to get YouTube views? Is it worth it? Is that worth it? And there was a lot of comments are saying, go and do something else, or just step back and stuff like that. But this last video, it's getting bad with his videos, and I quite like the guy. Like I say, he does talk a load of rubbish half the time, but some of his videos or parts of his videos are good. He does do a lot. He films, interacts with the police, and he calls them crackies and stuff, and he does the kick. That's another one. He's kicked a few of them. They tried to attack him and that, but this last one, I'm absolutely amazed that he wasn't knifed or even shot. These gangs, and he's calling them ferals, and he's got them on thumbnails and things like that. They're not going to be well pleased. But yeah, I'm just saying that, and they're escalating. It's getting a bit serious with his videos. It's getting serious, and is it worth it? I mean, I do a lot of videos, and I'm a filmmaker and stuff like that, but if I was in his position, I'd be thinking, shall I change direction? And I'd be seriously worried. I'd be seriously worried. Is he going to be followed home? Like I said, they're going to know his haunts. He's always in Manchester, and he in certain areas. Are they going to be out there waiting for him? But this last video, I'm absolutely amazed that one of them didn't pull a knife out on him and stab him, because they got up to him. There was security. I think if the security, he was in some shopping arcade, because he was going up an escalator, and he was shouting at them, you're calling the police, are you? You're calling the police, and he's winding them up, and then you see these lads, and they run up the escalator, and then it all kicks off, big style. Absolutely So is it worth it just to get a few views on YouTube? But I would be, if I was in his position, I'd be seriously thinking, just back off. Just back off.